the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Pirates will kick it away to start us off.
Never played at the Memphis Stadium.
Fair catch called for and made. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down.
Oh, Jesus. That was a ridiculous play action animation.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This offense has a second down play. Using his legs, it's Welch. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. And they're not on the same page there. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fires to the middle.
Oh my God.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins the football.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on second down. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Chris, you put me on to shit. That fucking, like, coming out of a TV timeout is exactly why I get fucked up with the clock.
They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
No, of course
Takes
not.
the handoff. It's Terrell. Turns it on in midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
100%.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Going to the running game.
God.
They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time. And
the ball
Oh,
squirts
my
out.
QB just got
And
flattened.
the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got a man. It's Savage. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They're facing a third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front in this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Lost, the defense is wide open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's the handoff. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Off play action on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Gonna run it. It's Keene. Hard running there.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the Pirates with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Pirates want to crank the tempo. The give on 4th down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the 1st down.
Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed on the outside, it's Banks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Tigers in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Oh, ECU getting smoked 21-0
right
now.
Open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this week 12
I saw this coming. I hate this team.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hands it off. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's a reverse. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
And the Pirates get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for a big play downfield.
The hell
and they
is
weren't
that?
able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better than.
Off play action. Quarterback adapting. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nor did the quarterback can throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield, and he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short of the first down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. At the 45 on its way. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Memphis! And the beatdown has ensued.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he's
Thank you.
this offense. Big-time
I look
players
forward
make
to
big plays in
hopefully
big
meeting
games.
Chris. I've
He
been
has
saying I
shown
wanted
up
the
each and
Cowboys
every
this
week.
season.
That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments
He's already starting the narrative.
App State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Mountaineers in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Here's the give off the left side. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Touch pass on the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Red pass, it's complete. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And, you know, when you talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And the Pirates will move the sticks.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. The give to the left. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 4th down, going to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Pirates have it with a 1st and goal. Here we go. Trying to power it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
East Carolina, number 33.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on 1st down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous
All right, boys, I'm hopping off. Talk to you later.